Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to make honey sunflower seed bread. It's been a while since I've done it, and then about almost 3 weeks ago, I remember we hadn't had it for a long time, and I made that bread, and now 2-3 weeks straight, that's what I'm making. My husband and I like it so much. A little bit of honey, some sunflower seeds. If you want to add maybe flax seeds, chia seeds to it, then you can also incorporate those seeds into that bread. And it's not too sweet, but it is sweet enough to give you that nice, delicate honey flavor. Sunflower seeds bread with a hint of honey. Welcome to my kitchen, and thank you for watching. I will need about 3.5 cups of flour, and this is about 500 grams, which is over a pound. 1 cup of sunflower seeds, and I did mix some chia seeds and flax seeds in there also. Honey, about 3 tablespoons, packet of dry yeast, and 2 cups of water. In that warm water, I already put 3 tablespoons of honey. That's why it's this yellowish color there. And in the flour, I also put 1 teaspoon of salt. And these are the ingredients I need for that yummy bread today. Into that warm water with the honey, I will put yeast and mix it well. Set it aside. It will take a few minutes to get active. Once it is foamy, then I can put all the ingredients together. Of course, my kids won't eat that bread. For them, I have to make baguettes, but I love it. Flour. If you swift the flour, it will seem like it is 4 cups. But if you move the flour around, it will lose its volume, so it will be like 3.5. So it's better to use a scale and weigh it. You might have too much flour. And I will demonstrate the measurement on the end of the video because that's kind of important. Sometimes we make cakes, cookies, breads, and it just doesn't come the right way. And maybe the measurement of flour is the reason. So I invite you to watch that last part of my video for today. So 3.5 cups of flour, which again is 500 grams, which is over 1 pound. 1.1 to be exact. That yeast is ready, nice and foamy, so I can put it in, and I do have 1 teaspoon of salt in here. So I'm just going to mix it up just a few times, and then I will add all those seeds in. Okay, just mix it all. And of course, the sweetness level is up to you guys. If you want to put a little bit more of that honey, go ahead and do it. I like it to be more neutral because then the sandwich goes with everything. Ham, avocado, cheese, whatever you want. If it's too sweet, then maybe cream cheese or jelly on it. Okay, and now I'll just finish with my hands. Just go a few times around. This is the consistency of it. It's very soft. I will sprinkle some flour on it, cover it, and leave it for 45 minutes. If it's cold in your house, it might take even an hour. If it's pretty warm, then half hour to 45 minutes. When you see it doubling in size, then it's time to do the stretch and fold. So sprinkle some flour on it. I like to put it upside down in my bowl. Cover. And I will see you about 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes later, It doubled in size. And now I need to stretch and fold. A little bit flour on the edges. Okay, upside down. Cover it. And another 40 minutes. Okay, it's been 40 minutes and it is ready to shape. And I'm thinking that I will divide this into two parts and bake two breads, smaller breads, because it is very easy to freeze. I rather have fresh loaf in 4 days when I'm done with the first one than start all over again. It's enough to just take it out, leave it on the counter, and then you have a bread ready. So what I want to do is just get the edges on the inside and then push it into the board a little bit so I can lock it in. But it's not hard to shape this. This one is actually easy to shape. A little bit of flour in my dish, and this beauty can go in one. Same thing with the other one. So 2 loaves, and now I want to cover those, and it will take probably 30 minutes or so until it's time to bake them. Okay, it's been 40 minutes and those breads are ready to go in. So I will put a little bit of flour on top. And then make a cut, one cut, to open it up a little bit. And those are ready to go in. I've got my oven preheated to 365. I will check on those breads and see how the top is browning. If I see that it's browning too much, I will put baking sheet on top of it so it doesn't brown too fast. I don't want the top to be burnt. So my alarm will be set for about 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, I will just check how the top looks like. 20 minutes passed and it looks pretty good. I don't see it burning. So another 15 minutes. Time to take it out. And like I said lately, it is my favorite bread to eat. And now the question is, do you like crunchy skin or soft skin? If you like crunchy skin, leave it the way it is. Let it cool off. But if you want a softer skin, just like my kids, cover it. It is about trapping the moisture that's coming out. If you trap the moisture inside, the crust will become softer. If you let it out, then it will be on the harder side, more crunchy. My children won't eat that, but I like it kind of in between. So I will cover only for a couple minutes, and after a couple minutes, I'll take the cover off and let it cool just the way it is, without nothing on it. Once it cools off, I'll cut it in half and show you how it looks like on the inside. Thank you. I would like to let you know why I am a big fan of using scale instead of the cups. I do put measurements in cups, so it's easier. As you know, I'm from Europe, so everything for me is in grams. And here in United States, any recipes you have is usually in cups. But I want you to pay attention to one thing. So take it as a tip. I learned by mistakes because I've done it before. So I have put together a flour, the same flour, all-purpose flour, into the same measuring cups. Exactly 2 cups in here and exactly 2 cups in here. But I want to measure it using the scale and show you if there is a difference and how much of a difference it can be. So here is the first 2 cups of flour, as you can see, 2 cups. And here is exactly 2 cups, all around, no cheating. And I will turn on, and there's nothing here, my scale. So it's set to 0. Maybe I should show you. So it's set to 0. If you can see. Okay, and I will put the first 2 cups in. And it says it is 248 grams. So now I will take this into a different cup, and it's empty. Put it back. It comes back to 0. And now the other 2 cups. All of it. And this one is 314. So now you can see that 2 cups are not created equal, right? They do not measure on a scale the same. So why is that? Well, it's all about handling the flour. If we are gentle with it, the flour is fluffy, it's light, and then 2 cups, nice fluffy flour. If you handle the flour, shake it, kind of bang it, on the surface somewhere, it loses its volume because it becomes dense. So you keep adding to have exactly 2 cups, right? Well, but it's much, much more heavier. It's much, much more flour that you need. So if you ever had a cake and you tried to follow the measurements and directions and the cake wasn't quite the way you hoped, it wasn't as fluffy, it wasn't as delicate, it wasn't as soft, well, maybe because there was too much flour. So it's just a tip, and I hope you will find it helpful to kind of pay attention to how we handle flours. I know how it is when you bake something and you put your, heart into it, time into it, and then it doesn't come out the way you hope for. And it's frustrating. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.